What's going on, guys? It is Blake here, and today I'm bringing you guys the first game chat in quite a while. Like I said, I do have a ton of topics for future game chat videos that I wanted to talk about, and one of them in which is about a game that's coming out about a few days from when this video is being posted, and that game is Pokken Tournament. That's right, Nintendo's latest quote-unquote competitive fighting game. And yeah, there's been a lot of talk about the game on the internet, particularly Twitter, among a lot of Smash players and top Street Fighter players and whatnot. And there's kind of been a little bit of confusion surrounding the game as well, and I just kind of want to give my take on the kind of impact Pokken is going to have on the competitive fighting game scene. And when I say that, I mean both. When I say that right now, I mean both the competitive Smash scene and just the competitive FGC with Street Fighter and whatnot. And yeah, basically that's what I wanted to touch on today. So one of the major things that I've been seeing in regards to competitive Pokken is that this is Nintendo. People are making this seem like this is Nintendo's first ever esports title, or this is their first move into the sort of esports scene. This is the first time they're doing something really big. This is the first game they're supporting competitively, and I've got to say that people could not be more wrong. Yes, Pokken Tournament does have a huge prize pool, a much larger one than I've seen them put up than for any of their other games. I mean, for both their Pokemon trading card game and the Pokemon video game for all the past video games. This is definitely the largest prize pool yet, and the prize pool I believe is $100,000, which is pretty big. But as far as this being a large scale series, this being the first large scale series that Nintendo has done, no. Nintendo has been doing their own sort of esports competitions for a very long time. I believe their championship series for their video games have been ongoing since 2009. And I think there's even been larger tournaments before that. They just weren't a part of a championship series, so to speak. And I think their trading card game series, championship series, has been going on even longer. But I don't really consider that to be video games. So yeah, that's why I really did not mention it. But I mean, in general, Pokemon, believe it or not, Nintendo has been supporting. They've supported Pokemon, competitive Pokemon, a lot harder. A lot more hardcore than most people probably think. The game does have a very solid competitive scene, despite Nintendo only honoring one of the formats, which is doubles. They don't do singles in competitions. They might online, I'm not 100% sure, which brings me to my next topic, is that one of the main things Nintendo does that caters to their competitive scene is they host online tournaments. Yeah, they have online tournaments every month or every 2 months, and they're actually they actually grant you qualifier points for their championship series, for their video game series, and they also have an online ranking system for all their games. No. I'm not talking about For Glory. I'm talking about an actual ranking system. You get points. There's leaderboards. They have their own site dedicated to the ranking system. It's very sick. So when people say, "Oh my God, Nintendo's esports now," no, you guys are highly mistaken. Nintendo has been doing this with Pokemon for a very long time, and basically they're looking to take things to the next step and probably evolving from there with Pokken Tournament. So basically, in short, it's pretty obvious as of now that Nintendo has been supporting the competitive Pokemon community for a very long time, and it just seems like they're continuing to do so now with Pokken Tournament, except they look like they're going to step things up to the next level. Now this brings me to my next topic, which is what I've mainly been seeing over on Twitter, people complaining about is Nintendo featuring, or are they favoring competitive Pokken Tournament over competitive Smash Bros, particularly over competitive Super Smash Bros for Wii U and 3DS? Now, I have 3 reasons why they might be doing this. One of which is pretty obvious, and that is that it's a new game. Pokken is a new game, and usually Nintendo, they market the crap out of their games. Now when we have a competitive fighter like Pokken, odds are they're going to be hosting some tournaments. It's just really convenient that they have a Pokemon Championship series that they can sort of incorporate the game into with. And helping to market the game before launch. They seem to have started the GameStop circuit thing. So or the GameStop tournament circuit that they started, I don't know, like a few weeks ago. So yeah, already they're marketing the game to the competitive audience, and this is also just in general helping other people to see, oh hey, this game is coming out soon. Oh hey, this game looks like it'd be really fun to play with my friends, fight with my friends, with all that other kind of stuff. Second reason is this game was built from the ground up to be played competitively. It's a 3D fighter. Bandai Namco has been helping alongside with this. It's most likely going to play more like Tekken than any other fighting game, in my opinion. Like more Tekken-ish, more Naruto, Ninja Storm-ish. That's what it kind of looks like. But regardless, it was built from the ground up to be played competitively. Like, it's not really considered a party game like Smash Bros. Is. So yeah, there's that as well. So if it's built from the ground up to be played competitively, you already know that they're going to be hosting tournaments for it. Like, why would they not? Why would they not? They have no reasonable reason to not host tournaments for it. Also, the game launched in the arcades, which is like already a huge, like, the arcades are already just like a huge competitive platform for people to go host tournaments, play each other, that kind of stuff. And I believe over in Japan, they've already started hosting like tournaments inside of arcades. Nintendo themselves hosting tournaments in arcades for the game. Third reason is Pokken can already be a part of the competitive or esports system that Nintendo has already created themselves. Now, this is a huge deal because there is this conception that Nintendo doesn't really want to fully get involved with the Smash community because they didn't really get to build it themselves. It's more of a grassroots type thing. So in order for them to get involved, well, they do get involved from a distance. They do sponsor events, but I feel like as a company, with it being their IP, they want to have full control over it. And I think they don't want to screw everything up for the Smash community just because that would be a really, really, really bad look for them. But I mean, right now, the Smash community is doing just fine without them, controlling everything and running a ton of events, but it's pretty convenient that they already have a system set up, an esports system set up of sorts, the Pokemon Championship Series, for Pokken to just be incorporated right into directly. And that's why I feel like they're also coming out and like, hey, we're supporting this game hardcore. We have a system set up for it. We don't have to go through all these routes and branches to host tournaments for our own game, and that kind of stuff. So I feel like that's another reason why the company is probably favoring competitive Pokken over competitive Smash at the moment. Now, with that said, I've also seen a little bit of worry over on the internet in regards to what exactly is going to happen to competitive Smash, Smash 4 in particular, once Pokken drops. What exactly is going to go on with the community? Because apparently some people are worried. I don't think there's really a reason to be, but basically, stop crying. Smash 4 is not going anywhere. Nothing's going to happen to Smash 4. The game is not going to die. The fact that Smash 4 is still like a huge thing with Melee like continuing to grow and Melee being so large in general right now, I think proves that there is enough room for another fighter within the competitive Nintendo community to leap in and for both games to coexist. It's definitely going to happen. Smash 4 is not going to go around. Smash 4 is going to stick around. It's not going anywhere. Smash 4 is not going to go around. Also, you have to keep in mind that Pokken is definitely not going to appeal to every competitive Smash player. And this is another thing that I really wanted to touch on real quick. This game is not going to play like Smash Bros, guys. Please stop comparing competitive Pokken, or please stop comparing Pokken in general to Smash 4. Like, these are completely different fighting games. You're not going to... No, nothing is like an up smash. Nothing is like a down B. Just stop. Just stop. Please stop comparing the two. If you continue to compare the two, you will be trash at this game. Like, please... I just had to get that out. Oh my god. But yeah, with that said, I feel like traditional fighting game players are likely to dominate in competitive Pokken. I think once a lot of Smash players see that, some of them, the guys who don't want to put in the work, or the guys who would just much rather play what they're used to, their 2D fighter, I feel like they will just go back to Smash 4, Smash Melee, 64 PM, whatever it is that they played previously. And I feel like more Tekken players, maybe more, I don't know, maybe more Street Fighter players, who knows, are probably going to hop into Pokken. And I feel like those would be the players who are going to dominate, since they spend a lot more time playing games that are a lot more similar to Pokken than Smash Bros. And also, to finally touch on that, I feel like Pokken will ultimately branch the two communities together. When I say the two communities, I mean the Smash community and the FGC, the fighting game community. Already, Pokken is going to be at a lot of majors, and also there is going to be it's also be at Evo, I think. So yeah, the game is going to be at Evo. So already I can definitely see like people who are interested in Pokken from the FGC. I can see them flying out to or traveling to Smash events that feature Pokken, because I think a lot more Smash events now, once the game drops, are going to be, you know, probably Melee, Smash 4, Pokken, and maybe 64, since a lot of Smash tournaments have been dropping out with the PM so far. But I think Pokken will kind of take PM's slot, and so these Smash-only events will likely only include Pokken. Maybe there will be more TOs that are like, okay, since Pokken is new, since Street Fighter V is new, we'll feature both those games, and then we'll see even more branching between the two communities, which I definitely think is a good thing. In conclusion, though, I think Pokken definitely has a tough road ahead, especially with its presence at more local community tournaments, because, as we already know, the game requires 2 Wii U setups, so basically 2 setups, 2 individual setups for it to be played. Otherwise, to share one setup, one player is going to have to play on the gamepad, and the other player is going to be able to play using the TV screen and whatnot, and that's just kind of, yeah, that's just kind of not fair. Luckily, the game will support LAN, so, and this is what I feel like a lot of people don't know that yet. The game supports LAN capabilities, so bring them USB things and bring them Ethernet cords, and I don't think, I'm not 100% sure if one Wii U has to be connected to the internet or not, because I know for some LAN modes to work on some FPS games on the Xbox One, the Xbox Ones actually have to be connected to Xbox Live in order to play. I don't know if that's going to be the case with Nintendo Network, like if one Wii U or both Wii U's are going to have to be connected to online, but you'll still be able to play locally. I don't know yet, but just in general, it's, oh, thank God this game has LAN, because that completely kind of takes out the whole worry about netcode and other stuff like that. But I think if Nintendo is serious, if they're serious about growing this game, and if this isn't like a one-time thing just to market the game, I feel like they'll definitely pitch in with the community. They'll definitely be sponsoring more events, and they'll definitely help out a ton with setups. I'm not really sure what's going to happen with like local community tournaments, like, you know, smaller tournaments like weeklies and stuff like that. People like Pokken players, if you guys really want your game to grow, you guys you absolutely have to provide your TOs with setups. Please bring your Wii U's, please bring your monitors, your gamepads out to the event and help your TOs run a successful Pokken tournament, because yeah, I don't really see the game sticking around that long if players aren't willing to help out their TOs by bringing out setups. But otherwise, like, if Nintendo continues to support the game, I feel like the fan base is definitely going to rise. Hopefully they do continue the support and update the game, maybe do some DLC. That's always good as well. And if they do that, I definitely see the game stick around for a very long time. And hopefully they have a sequel plan down the line. I do see this though, despite this game not being Nintendo's first competitive Pokemon title, I do see this game becoming Nintendo's fastest growing and largest esports title. And the reason for that is, like, the fighting game community is already pretty large. I mean, people want to say it's small, but I mean, it's already pretty large. It's already growing. It's starting to get a lot more attention, and, you know, the Nintendo crowd is by far a lot larger than the traditional FGC crowd. Sorry guys, but it's true. So I think just with Pokken launching, it's definitely going to get that boom. Like, people are at least gonna want to try it out at events, and yeah, I think it's just gonna get a lot more attention in that area in general. But anyway, that's basically all I wanted to touch on the game today. Sorry once again, guys, if my rants come out, or if these videos come out extremely convoluted with my thoughts and everything. I don't know, I still find it really difficult to do to do a video on a specific topic within a specific like time frame, you know, kind of like being timed and whatnot. I only have a limited amount of time to do these. But if you enjoyed this, as usual, please be sure to drop the video a like, drop a comment if you have something to add, and subscribe to the channel if you haven't yet, because I'm going to be doing more of these game chat type things in the future. Like I said, I have a ton of topics that I want to talk about. But anyway, yeah, Pokken comes out in like 5-6 days, so definitely pretty hyped for that. And yeah, I'll probably be uploading some content for the game on YouTube for sure, so you can definitely look forward to that if you want to see some gameplay. But anyway, guys, that's going to do it for me. As usual, Thanks for watching, and I will see you guys next time. Peace out.